Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to see another controversial topic. The topic is Thiruvalluvar. Is he a Hindu or a secular poet? Should you have to drape him in saffron cloth or in white cloth? In this regard, I want to say some truths. Which many people have not spoken in social media, and the truths are very localized. So I feel that they have to be informed to a larger audience. Now, point number one is Thiruvalluvar a Hindu, Christian, Jain, Buddhist, or etc. etc. First thing, what we should understand is one cannot become a saint if he is a secular. You can become a saint only if you follow a particular religion. You can follow Christianity, you can follow Islam, you can follow Jainism, you can follow Buddhism, or you can follow Hinduism. But you cannot become a saint unless you follow a religion. That is the first thing. Therefore, Thiruvalluvar is a person who follows a particular religion. Next thing is, which religion does he follow? If you see his writings, particularly Thirukural, there are so many references to Hindu gods. Therefore, he is a Hindu saint. There is reference to deities like Indra, Yama, Vishnu, Lakshmi, Trivikrama, Tamaraikannan, and even the reference is given to Jyeshta Devi, or what you call in Tamil as Moodevi. So this Jyeshta Devi is considered as elder sister of Lakshmi Devi, and in Tamil you call her as Moodevi. So Thirukular mentions Moodevi. So you can specifically pinpoint that Thirukular is a Hindu saint. And in his writings, you find topics like rebirth, temporary nature of this world, and Panchamaha all these belong to Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. So he is a saint in Sanatana Dharma. And his Tirukural is divided into three parts, which talks about Dharma, Artha and Kama. So this Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, these are the fundamental goals in Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. Therefore, from these points, you can easily understand that he is a Hindu saint. But what many people doesn't know is what I am going to say now. Among Hinduism, what is he? Is he belong to Saivas? Does he belong to Shaktas? Does he belong to Kaumaras? Does he belong to Sauryas? Does he belong to Ganapatyas? What does he belong within Hinduism? He belongs to Vaishnavas. You should understand that there are many evidences which prove that he is a Sri Vaishnava. So what are the evidences? If we go little back in the history, you find Alvars. There are 12 Alvars. One of the Alvars among them is Periyalvar. This Periyalvar was in Srivilliputturu, which comes under Madurai kingdom. And the king of Madurai was Pandya king. His name is Vallabhadeva. Now this Vallabhadeva was having one minister. In the olden days, everybody knows that ministers used to be Brahmins. So he was having a minister. That minister's name is Sri Vallabha. And this, you have some evidences for this. And actually, I have seen one video where the Samadhi of Sri Vallabha was shown somewhere near Srivilliputturu. I have seen that. Now, this Sri Vallabha is a disciple of Periyalvar, and he is the person who advised the king Vallabhadeva to organize a meeting of all the scholars to prove who is the supreme god. And to that meeting comes Periyalvar, and he proves that the supreme lord is Lord Vishnu, and finally he gets that golden jackpot, and the king conducts a big procession for the Periyalvar, and in that procession even Lord Vishnu himself comes and takes audience. Now, how do you say that this person existed? Means Periyalvar says in one of his pasurams that I want to be as close as Sri Vallabha to you, O my dear Lord. In his one of the pasurams to Lord Vishnu, he says that just like Sri Vallabha is close to you, I want to be close to you, my dear Lord. This is one evidence of Sri Vallabha. Now, after saying this, I will give you some more evidences. The Alvars and the Sri Vaishnava Acharyas, they always have two names. One name is Sanskrit name, and another name is Tamil name. For example, Periyalvar is Tamil name, Sanskrit name is Vishnu Chitta. In the same way, you have Andal. Andal is Tamil name, and Sanskrit name is Goda. In the same way, Ramanujacharya. Ramanuja is Tamil Sanskrit name, and you have Tamil name as Udaivar or Embermanar. Like this, you always have Tamil name and Sanskrit name for Sri Vaishnava Acharyas or scholars. In the same way, Thiruvalluvar is the Tamil name and Sanskrit name is Sri Vallabha. If you see, Sri became Thiru, Vallabha became Valluvan or Valluvar. So this is the history about Thiruvalluvar. Now, if you see his writing, Thirukural, do you find any connection to Sri Vaishnavism? Let us see. In the very first Thirukural, he uses the word Adi Bhagavan. This Bhagavan word is very much used by Vaishnavas. The other people like Smarta Sampradaya, they use the word Brahman. But only Vaishnavas use the word Bhagavan. So the same word Bhagavan is used by Thiruvalluvar, Adi Bhagavan. If you see in the Puranas, Gajendra called Adi Moolam, and Bhishma he called as Adi Narayana. Similarly, Thiruvalluvar is addressing God as Adi Bhagavan. This is one evidence that he is a Sri Vaishnava. And he also uses the expression that one has to reach his feet. One has to reach God's feet. That is the goal of life. So this concept of reaching God's feet is only found in Sri Vaishnavism. Suppose a Sri Vaishnava dies, people say that this person has reached his Acharya Tiruvadi. So, reaching the lotus feet of God or reaching the lotus feet of one's Acharya is one of the important tenets of Sri Vaishnavism. And the same concept has been used by Thiruvalluvar. Now, in some time back, in Mylapore, when there was one excavation, they found one old statue of Thiruvalluvar that they dated it to the 13th century. So it is a 13th century statue of Thiruvalluvar. In this statue, what do you find? You find one sacred thread. Of course, all the Brahmins and other castes also wear sacred thread. But you find one more thing. You find him having a hand like this. This is a mudra, or what you call it, Jnana mudra or Chin mudra. Now, if you see history, who are all uses this mudra is only Sri Vaishnava Acharyas uses this mudra. You see the statue of Vedanta Desika, you will find this mudra. You see the statue of Nammalvar, you find this mudra. In some places, even Ramanujacharya's statue has this mudra. So, it is a recurring event in Sri Vaishnava philosophy that people always use this mudra. Even if you see recent photos of Gers of Ahovilla Matam, they give picture, they stand for the camera like this. This is Chin mudra or Jnana mudra. So, the same mudra is found in that 13th century statue of Thiruvalluvar. So, this is another evidence to say that he is a Sri Vaishnava. And the last evidence, which is more convincing to me, is Thiruvalluvar has used many names of gods in his Tirukural. But which god's name he used more has to be seen. The Sri Vaishnavas, because they are Sri Vaishnavas, Sri means Lakshmi Devi, they always glorify Lakshmi Devi in all their writings. Even Vedanta Desika, in his writings, he glorifies Lakshmi Devi. Ramanujacharya, he called his Bhashya as Sri Bhashya. Like this, the Sri Vaishnavas, as a habit, they try to bring the glories of Mother Lakshmi too much in their writings. In the same way, even though Thiruvalluvar has used the names of different gods like Indra, Yama, Vishnu, Tamarai Kannan, Moodevi, etc., etc., he used the name of Thiru, Sri, Mother Lakshmi 7 times in his writings. So this is a definite proof that he is a Sri Vaishnava. So, my dear friends, Thiruvalluvar is a saint. He belongs to Hindu religion. More specifically, he belongs to Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. So he is a Sri Vaishnava Acharya. Then you may ask that why there is no parampara from Thiruvalluvar. Now, just like I told you, Thiruvalluvar is a minister in Vallabhadeva court, and he is a disciple of Periyalvar. So he is a contemporary of Alvars. But we also know that the 4000 Divya Prabandha got lost over a period of time, and it was revived by Nathamuni just 1200 years back. So you don't find parampara of Thiruvalluvar. So because knowledge keeps on disappearing in this world, because this world is always a changing world, so the parampara also got lost. Otherwise, just like Alvars, he is a disciple of Alvar. Alvars are Sri Vaishnavas. Thiruvalluvar is also a Sri Vaishnava. Thank you.